Welcome back to DAVEspn. It's July 7, 2024. We're at a home game at South Kitsap High School for your Port Orchard Marina Blues. Getting some revenge today or not against the Sporting International team. We had a very entertaining but disastrous result against them the first time. And I predict a win today for your South Kitsap boys. Mark my words, I'll catch you at the end of the match for congratulations. In a show of graciousness and hospitality, Port Orchard provides some shade for our visitors. They have yet to appear in numbers to warm up. Meanwhile, Port Orchard is changing out of their warm-ups. They're getting it together. Today we have a number of players that we're not playing against Sporting International in the first match. Jordan Haddon, of course, will be in goal. Austin Valdez, talented keeper to back him up. Caleb Gilbert will be out there. Aiden Harvey, Jeremy Ford, Derek Johnson, Colby Juarez, Eli Gish, Jake McKenzie, Dom Pagimola, Aloha, Nick Riders, Kai Paul, Mike Devano, Zach Kahn, Brandon Durr, Ryan Anderson, Peter Radovich, Jack Radovich, Porter Herbig, Cyrus Negabat, Alex Torres, and Seamus Miller. There you have it. We'll catch you at the kickoff. Referees have synchronized their watches and compensated for the curvature of the earth. We're getting ready for the walkout. It's hot out here and can't happen soon enough, if you ask me. So let's go. Port Orchard, of course, had a mini camp for youth soccer before this match, and some of the kids at the camp are going to walk out with the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able and join us for the playing of the national anthem.
Austin Valdez will be in goal today, making his first appearance for Port Orchard. A well-traveled local hero.
You got two great options, and starting Austin off gives him a different look from the first game.
I wonder in this heat if they'll call Jordan up. Jordan Haddon for the second half. All right, up top we got Pete getting ready to possess, kick the ball. Far sideline is Devano. Near sideline, who's that? Is that
Cyrus?
Cyrus Negabat. Cyrus is going to play on the wing.
Got Derek Johnson, Colby Juarez, and should be Zach. It looks like Zach Kahn.
Zach Kahn, yeah.
Holding down the midfield in that triangle midfield in this 3-3 or 4-3-3 that Pat works out. Defense, obviously starting out with Aiden Harvey center right now.
Seamus Miller is on the near baseline here, number 24. Who's that on the far side?
Caleb Gilbert.
Caleb Gilbert, okay.
I believe he's starting on your left, and left center is still trying to pick off.
There we go.
Johnson hustle, pushes it up. Quick interception. Stopped at midfield, way offsides. And assistant referee does see that. I guess 7 yards is enough, Dave.
Could have called that with Braille. Harvey going to do the honors here.
So it looks like it's going to be Alex Torres on the left. He's going to support Austin. Start working up that left side. Brings it back to the middle to Zach for a check run. Opens up the middle for Colby Juarez to check run in. High line right now. And good control by POFC. Devano's first touch, but was out of bounds already. White throw. Alex nodding it out around the offense for another white throw. Little touch from behind, and I think that was an over-characteristic outburst, but
yeah.
Got the call.
I recall from our first matchup that there are a few theater majors on this international squad.
Ref didn't seem overly worried about that. Low ball in, half cleared by PO, put back in by the offense for a goal kick.
Okay, so who's that with the ball right now?
That's Alex Torres.
Okay, Torres, I don't think he's played. This may be his first match back with POFC, maybe from injury.
Wow.
Ball over to Devano.
Aiden Harvey puts it on Devano up forward with an initial first touch. Puts him close to the goal, whips it across the side.
Goalie snags it.
Finds Pete in the middle. Didn't get his full laces through that one. Puts it onto the keeper for a quick save, but that's a shot on goal, ladies and gents. Keeper plays it short. Touched by Johnson. Back to Zach. Zach collects. Cyrus puts it forward to Johnson again, who's looking for service to the center. Finds the back post with Devano, with strikes it in. Back of the net ripples.
I was not in really tight on that. Was that a header, or did he hit it with his foot?
That was a one-touch volley from the air. I keep telling these teams, you've got to mark Devano. If you don't, open shot to the goal, and that's going to be in the back of the net every time, Dave.
1-0. How far into the match are we?
We're looking at fourth minute.
And then who had that beautiful cross?
Derek Johnson, so hustle with support from Zach Kahn in the midfield, but Johnson got the edge and just lifts it into Devano. Beautiful.
By Derek Johnson in the fourth minute. Goal for POFC scored by number 14, Michael Devano.
And I gotta admit, Sporting looks sluggish out there. I'm not sure if they didn't get a good warm-up. Collects on the right. P.O. looks to trap, but Sporting gets it out of the back. Long ball. Ooh, looked a touch offsides.
There's a slip on the cork. How many times are we going to see that today, I wonder?
Aiden Harvey wins the ball, puts it up to
Yeah,
Cyrus,
Harvey.
looking for a center pass, but just too many white there. Not a lot of support on the counter, but Sporting looks to reset this one. Again, tries to work it down their right side. Zach to pressure. Continues the pressure. Now Sporting pushes it to their other left. See if they've got any momentum on this side. Looks for the long ball. One running on. Keeper calls for a leave, but just outside the box, couldn't use his hands. Does catch the rebound. Short ball out to Alex, moves it over to Caleb. Through the middle of two. And feet tangled up, going to be a quick foul. Juarez on the ball, looking for Devano running. Devano runs onto it, keeper's out of his box and clears it out to safety. Good play by the keeper because Devano is dangerous. Got to mark that guy, Dave.
I would mark it. I mean, even if he's on the bench, I'd have a guy stand
Probably
over
just
there.
standing there.
You know, a lot of people don't know this about Devano, but he has a sister, Allie Devano, and she taught him pretty much everything he knows.
I hear she's the brains of the
She's
operation.
kind of the brains of the operation.
Taken away by Sporting. They're looking to counter with low numbers. Aiden Harvey steps in front of it, but back to a Sporting player.
You know the thing I like about Aiden Harvey? He's fearless.
He is.
He is fearless.
That's what we need out here.
Yeah.
Need to win all of these 50-50s or even 60-40s.
Easy for us to say up here in the shade.
Much easier to say.
Oh, that worked.
Sporting looks
Hey,
right,
we are
tries to push it
visited-
in the center.
We are visited in the broadcast booth by Mr. Jagger Judkins. Man, we could use you out there, buddy. What, too hot for you? What's going on?
Ankle injury at Nationals.
Oh, ankle injury at ECNL Nationals. You gonna be
Crosses to
okay?
Devano.
Yeah, I'll be good. I just need to
First touch is
let it
good.
heal
Defender
before I
gets
go
back.
again. I don't want to be hurt.
Makes him miss. One.
Oh my.
Just loses it off the end of his foot.
Well, as much as I enjoy having you right here with me, Jagger, I would recommend you go hang out by the bench because, like El Cid, it will inspire the Army to defeat the Turks.
P.O. breaks up the attack. Just two attackers by Sporting. And great to see Judkins, even on the IR, moving well and supporting the team. Miller brings it up the right side. Oh, they're going to call Cyrus off.
Offsides. Cyrus, I think, yeah. So,
And
yeah.
Sporting sub.
Judkins has really been a great addition to the team. It's too bad he's not out there, but maybe we'll see him next year, if not before the end of if he heals up, maybe he'll play a few more games.
Oh, absolutely.
Before
Judkins
this
in the
season's over.
Judkins in the center with his cool, calm touches, and then his shot just comes out of
I'm
nowhere.
telling you, it's like having a Devano clone out there, almost.
Almost.
Not as good looking, but
Well,
pretty
it's the frosted.
talented.
It's the frosted tips.
Yeah, he had the frosted tips screw out.
Pressure by POFC. Sporting just clears it. Again, just two attackers for Sporting. Zach flicks it on.
Oh, swing and a miss. That's out.
That'd be an unforced error.
Blue ball.
Cyrus drops it for Johnson for the throw. And Hustle gets it through three to push to the middle. Colby gets taken hard, and the ref couldn't find his whistle. It must have been in his ear for a second there, but does find it.
Some people I've heard can blow out of their ear. I think, yeah.
I'll look for a zoom in on that next
I
time.
remember being at a carnival state fair, and there was a guy that could do that. But the important thing is he made the right call.
He got there. Tried to push it up the right side. Again, Sporting tries to put their offense on, but just not there. Goes back to Austin, lays it off for Harvey. Harvey's going to look long, sees Johnson moving, but gets it to Cyrus. Cyrus had his pocket picked. Sporting controls in the center. Again, Sporting trying to push it up the right side. Devano steps in, just a little out of his reach. Poke check by Gilbert, pushes him to the middle, tries the through ball, but there's Harvey. Again, it's the third time taking down Colby Juarez. Into the 10th minute now.
It's a contact sport. What's happening here? Number 7 is going to go have a conversation.
That's Derek Johnson. He's double checking some strategy
direction
and making sure that he's got the right uniform on.
That's Zach.
Pushes it up for Cyrus. Keeper's far out of his box. Puts a touch up the field. Well played.
Seamus Miller.
Looks for Cyrus, touched out by Sporting for a blue throw.
Seamus has been playing at Linfield, and he's got an extra year of eligibility, and I understand he's going to play at PLU, Pacific Lutheran, next year.
Colby doesn't get help from his friends, tell him there was a man on, so his turn got picked. Sporting takes it back. Keeper picks it up at the edge of the box to reset it. And a short ball out. Again, they look right. They start on the left and look right. Oh, Gilbert takes a high kick to the side, but wins the ball. Zach Kahn drops it back. Little miss to Aiden Harvey, but no real danger. Alex brings it up and looks for
Pete.
Looks for Pete running on.
Out. I think he was complimenting Peter there.
Ball turned out to be just a little sporty.
He
but
thought he could make it. Thought he was that fast.
He might just be saving it.
Yeah.
And again, PO traps, forcing Sporting to reset back to the keeper. Looking for a far ball through the middle, flicked on. Alex is there to control and drop it back to Valdez. Has Caleb and Alex in support. Decides to go right. Out to Aiden Harvey. Harvey looks up, finds Miller, collects and drops it back. Good control by POFC early.
Yeah, a lot of patience. If ever there was a game not to get too cocky, though, it's this one after the last time we played them.
And Sporting's had
comeback victory they had.
Sporting's had 2 up, but even on that last trap had 4 on the front line. So might be looking to start their attack. Cyrus intercepts a ball. Looks for Devano running on, calls for it, but headed back to the keeper.
Oh, good.
Between Cyrus and Miller on POFC's right side, Sporting's having no opportunities down the left at this point. Really shutting them down. Again, they look left and push right. Off the chest and out of bounds. Caleb back to Alex to reset. Finds Colby in the center. Pressured by 2. Drops it back to Alex again. Looking up further. Finds Caleb on the wing. Makes a man miss. Colby controls the center and looks to put Johnson through. Devano helps to get it there. Sporting again with a high line. Johnson looked to move it to center and find something through, but got taken away, and here's Sporting's counterattack. Off the chest.
PK or a corner? No, it's going to be a PK. Is that going to be a PK in the box?
It's going to be a PK in the box on Aiden Harvey. No card. Sporting stays down. Again, hope everybody's all right, but they're acting like it's a cramp, so.
Well, it could be 1-1 here.
Looked to me like Sporting came into the back of Aiden Harvey and then did a jump roll. Sporting's deciding who's going to take it, and this is going to be Valdez's first test, which is not a whole lot of fun. See if he gets the read.
Got to watch that rebound in case he gets lucky and knocks it down.
Sporting doesn't really heading on the line.
Yeah,
POFC is
not crowding the line to put it back if they do get the benefit of a rebound. One to one. Will it be 1-1? Yes, it is.
Valdez guesses correctly and just threw his fingertips. It was a well-taken penalty. To draw it was even better. We are in the 16th minute. Tied up at 1. Pete started off back to Zach. Colby back to Zach. Looks for Pete through the middle. You got Devano on the sideline.
Oh, another crumb slip, I'm telling you.
Welcome to Ed Fisher Field.
Yeah,
You're going to be on your backside half the time.
that's a shame.
Gets around Gilbert. Looks to service. Has one running on. And late. No, not an offside. Calling the corner. That was Miller that ended up putting it over the bar to clear it out.
Was that Miller?
It was.
Okay.
Short corner by Sporting. Service in. Austin's there. Looks to see if he wants a quick restart and then slows it down just a bit. Control to the left. Alex picks it up. Finds Caleb. Quick reset with Sporting providing some pressure. Aiden Harvey to Miller. Miller makes one miss, again on the ground. Up to Pete. Pete's pressured and taken away at midfield. Cyrus flies in, finds Pete and Devano wide open. Devano collects, takes a shot, but doesn't get his laces on at that time. Was pressured by 2, so had to get the ball off his foot. Made the right call, but just didn't catch it enough. Out for a goal kick. Great counter by POFC after taking that off Sporting just at the 30.
Looks like we got a sub coming in for
This is Sporting's second sub.
Sporting.
So they're keeping a rotation. Pete gets in front of it, takes it off, has an opening, pushed off the ball, but that's not a foul. And I'm good with a no call there because that's shoulder to shoulder, just like what we saw in our box. But if you're going to call it one way, I expect to be called both. Short ball to Derek Johnson. Tries to get the edge, going to look for service. Left-footed service. Finds Devano. Nifty maneuver. Oh, and just slides it across the goal face. Left-footed shot. Just curved outside the goal face. Sporting starts short to the left and moves it to the right. Zach's on. hold him back. He's going to get a call sometime. There it is. Sporting starts short. Miller's there. Sporting gets a touch on it first. Miller clears. Pete to pressure. And then on to Derek Johnson, just causing him a little bit of havoc in the back. And Kobe Juarez eventually takes it off him. Got to assume rest, call and play on there. Finds Derek Johnson. And control in the middle. Gets it out to Miller. He's going to survey the field. Zachary sets. PO's letting Sporting push this high line, and they're going to look for some through balls. Devano makes the run across, is onside. 2 pressured, gets around 1, has 1 to beat. And Johnson's on, takes the shot in the back of the net. Keeper could not see that through 2 Sporting players. Low, ground-burning shot by Johnson. Unreal to put it in the back of the net.
Great work by Devano to keep it alive, and then Johnson trailed in the play.
Johnson had the assist on the first one. Devano pays the compliment back, doing all the work. Ball, fortuitous bounce to Johnson, and takes advantage of it.
That's
We're
a
22nd minute.
beautiful soccer right there. I think we got a water break. A little hydration break.
Take the lead thanks to the goal by number 7, Derek Johnson.
No clock stoppage for the water break, but here at DAVEspn, we're going to take a little break and conserve some batteries. All right, we are back after a 2-minute hydration drill in the 24th minute. 2-1, Port Orchard over Sporting.
Sporting reset. Number 10 for Sporting up on the left wing continues to call for it. You figure he's wearing 10. He's supposed to be the guy, but has not had very many touches on the ball.
There, Devano steps in the passing lane.
Finds Johnson running through, just in front, through the keeper, and just out of reach. They moved the goal. That goal was moving, had to have been.
It does have wheels on each side. I got to believe they moved that goal.
I'd like to see a replay on that later, Dave. But Derek Hustle Johnson there again. Stretches out, gets it past, but just slides it. Just slides it wide.
In, yeah. Looks like Pete's going out. Pete taught a mini camp this morning. He's been here for 4 hours already.
They put Jake up front.
Jake McKenzie.
Nodded down to Juarez. Juarez drops it back to the keeper. Aiden Harvey's going to collect and look upfield. Finds Johnson open. Johnson's got Miller in support. Fighting 2. Gets his feet taken out. No call. Sporting gives it right back up to Kobe Juarez, who sees Johnson breaking through the middle again. Has to stop and collect. Finds Jake McKenzie coming across. Keeper doesn't use his hands.
Why didn't he use his hands there? You know, I think that's one of the main things he's got going for him.
Couple of different things. Number 1 could be color blindness. There are so many lines on this field that it can be confusing.
Oh, that's true.
Number 2, that keeper looks like a field player who has put on goalkeeper gloves, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Jorge Campos made a career of it.
A little too much steam on that pass.
Out for a white throw.
White ball.
They go backwards. Devano to pressure. Hard back to the keeper. Controls it well enough to pop it up for a clearance.
Nice
bounces
work by
to Miller.
Seamus Miller. Seamus is going to take that run.
Clears the way for Cyrus.
Going to put it in the corner. Is he going to be able to? Yeah.
Keeps it in bounds. Going to be a blue throw.
Good. I detected a little half slip on
there
the
was
court
absolutely
there.
a half slip. did well to recover for it to win the
Maybe
throw.
they need to spray, like stick them on the bottom of their cleats. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Makes one miss, puts it in the middle for Jake. Jake looks for a half volley shot and just Sporting steps in front of it. Johnson to control and move it upfield. Looks to move it back to center. And
We got a whistle.
so we're calling a foul from 5 minutes ago at the top of the box.
Okay.
As Johnson went down, feet were tangled up, and I think that's what the call was for, but again, very late and not really all that much. Zach pressures to have Sporting go back. Bad pass. Devano steps right in front of it. Finds Jake McKenzie. A slide tackle. Clears it out. Gets Sporting out of trouble. And a little flustered. Gilbert steps up to poke check that ball away, and PO controls. 1-2, Cyrus and Miller. Finds Jake in the center to Colby. Play a little small ball in the center. Finds Zach. Zach looks for the run through. Sporting goes down to block it off. And looks to start to counter. Caleb misses the first tackle. Alex moves back to cover down, but doesn't go two ball. For that reason. Covers the center.
Quite dramatic.
Gilbert goes for the ball, gets the ball, but runs into the player afterwards, and Sporting gets the call about 6 yards outside the 18. Again, it must be a cramp because that's what they keep treating him for. And this will be a dangerous free kick. Russ. And Sporting takes the opportunity to make a change in the back line. So currently, number 10 for Sporting is on the ball. 3 attackers, looks like a 4th up top. And he ends up walking into the box. The first take from here was low and was cleared by PO. I expect this one to be high into the back corner.
There's the whistle.
Shot on goal, off the crossbar, headed and into the back of the net.
Wow, off the crossbar and then bounces back into the net. It's 2-2. What an incredible shot that was. Off the free kick. You got to agree with me on that.
Dipped in over the keeper to put it off the bar. Keeper gets out of the way, but Sporting running on. Gets a head on it, and then a half volley, put it back into the back of the net from, I don't know, 6 inches out.
2-2.
30th minute.
In the 30th minute, 2-2. Sporting.
They've capitalized on their chances.
Coming from behind twice. They have been known to do that.
Zach to pressure. Gilbert takes it off him. Zach looks for a cross.
Zach. Oh.
Stepped in front of Sporting 13, moved upfield. Again, they're there on the left, but
Cyrus on the wing.
One runner through for Sporting. They look for him. Aiden Harvey's there. And a slip, but Colby Juarez controls it to center. Makes 2 miss. Looks for the through ball. Jake pushes it out to Cyrus. Cyrus is looking for service in the middle. Probably wants to get to the end line, but finds Johnson. Johnson puts it back. Gets the end line. A lot of contact. Finds the service. Wow, almost an own goal. Really nobody there for PO, but number 5 from Sporting does clear it out over the bar. But that's almost a shot on goal.
Who's that?
Johnson's setting up to take the kick. He puts 4 in the box and 3 to the top, including both center defenders. Long ball through. Sporting with a head on it first to head it into the middle, and then popped up to clear out by Sporting. Going to be a blue throw. Well cleared after the first initial misclear. Johnson's looking for movement. Finds Cyrus. He tries to get it to Jake, but Sporting's there.
Yeah.
Zach takes it off him.
Takes it away.
Jake controls the center. Johnson tries to split the defense, but gets a heavy touch on it. Back to the center defense. Pressure by Devano. Keeper has to clear.
Nice.
Goes out for a throw in.
Is that a throw or a corner?
Looked to be the left of the flag to me. We're going to wait to see what it looks like.
Yep, throw.
Bono drops it into Kobe Juarez, drops it back to Caleb, who finds some room to take a left-footed shot, upper left corner. Keeper's there to touch it with his hands and control the rebound. Well saved. Devano in the way again. Johnson to Devano. Devano tries to beat 2, gets around 1, gets around 2, takes a shot in the back of the net.
Yeah. Was that, who got the assist on that? I know Devano got the goal.
Derek Johnson was there again, looking to weave through. And I think I must be wrong. You can't just mark Devano with 1. You can't mark Devano with 2. I think you need 3. 34th minute. PO regains the lead, 3-2.
So it's Devano 2, Sporting 2. And then we got an extra goal out of Derek Johnson, right?
POFC Michael Devano.
3-2 overall. Maybe we should just keep track of the Devano score.
Devano with the brace.
2-2 Devano score.
And Johnson with the single. Sporting tries to push it up the right side off the kickoff. Stepped in front of Gilbert. Pushed out for a Sporting throw.
Well, this ref is not going to allow the customary 15 yards on the throw-in.
Devano pressures, Jake pressures. Cyrus is coming up, looking to trap on the right. Sporting finds a way out of it to the middle. Looks to push him on through, and Gilbert's got to go out to tackle. Aiden Harvey up first. Side judge calls a foul in the center on Aiden Harvey. Against Aiden Harvey, correction.
You mean, yeah, in Aiden's favor.
In Aiden's favor, against
Right.
Aiden Harvey. Sporting came into him on that header.
Right.
Austin looks to push the ball further afield. Devano's
ball.
under it, flicks it on.
Well, that went a good 70 yards.
Derek Johnson wins it from 2 Sporting. Zach finds Juarez back to Johnson. Johnson looks for the through ball to McKenzie, but the flag goes up.
Oh, offside.
McKenzie steps over, touches it on the goal, but flag had gone up. Juarez wins the 50-50, but back to Sporting. Sporting looks to counter quickly, but doesn't have anybody except on the right. Heavy touch, and Gilbert steps in to put the ball, I don't know, at least over Bainbridge.
That ball had ice on it when it came down. That was a sacrifice to the soccer gods. They live in the trees.
Unforced error from Sporting. And a quick kick. Ref goes to the pocket.
Time for unnecessary wasting of time.
I just think that's unsportsmanlike. I didn't even waste that much time. Frustration getting the best of Sporting. I'm looking to see if that was which number it was. We'll keep an eye on it.
It was the guy that's walking toward the bench.
Yeah.
I think the guy just sat down.
I
I don't know. One of those guys.
think he was number 7 was booked. He's in front of our bench right now. But first booking in there. Gilbert pushes it up, Sporting underneath it, and just heads it out, but saves it for a half a second.
Blue throw.
Juarez is on in quickly to Devano.
We are in the 37th minute. Uh-oh. This is
Sporting quick out. Moves past one. Caleb Gilbert there to take the ball off him. Clean tackle. Austin Valdez cleans up the rest of the mess.
great defense there.
POFC had to scramble back on that one, but enough communication to figure it out. Jake touches it out. Miller keeps it in bounds. Gets past one, still on his back. Sees Johnson running through and tries to put it on his feet. Sporting looks to start a counter, but kind of running into the POFC trap. And again,
Blue ball.
the pressure
3-2,
causes
we're in
a
the 38th minute.
unforced error, blue throw. I'd like to see one more before halftime, Dave.
I'd like to see one more for the Port Orchard, actually.
Yes. We are biased here. Alex finds Colby running a check run, puts it back to Alex, puts it over to Aiden Harvey, who looks for Devano going up, but the tide's out right now, and I think that was moon gravitation that pushed the ball into the center instead of to the left. That's a handball by Sporting, not called. Sporting goes down to try to recover it. In the process, gets a call from the ref. Quick start from Sporting. But again, we're playing the yellow lines today.
See there, they just kicked the ball right out of bounds. You know why, don't you?
Sporting.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, Dave. Harvey controls to Valdez. Valdez puts it back to Aiden. Aiden looks up again, but finds Cyrus on the side. Johnson's running on. Onsides, keeper's out. Johnson's around him, has help in the middle. Puts it on, tries to put it on goal with chipping over one of the defenders that had stepped back for Sporting. Great idea, just a little off on the execution. We'll take it every day.
Oh, another cork slippage over there. By
Juarez goes down. Sporting tries to push it up. Looked like he might have been a little off, but flag stayed down. Miller looks up, goes around one into a second to Zach, and Zach flicks it on, looking for Miller to continue the run, but Miller kept position.
Zach gets his foot. He's not giving. Look at Zach battling, man. Yeah, here we go.
Sporting looks for the call. It's
there's
not coming.
Devano.
Devano's on. Jake's in the center. Finds Jake.
Yeah! Devano to Jake. McKenzie, right?
Jake floated at the top of the box, loses his man, gets wide open. Devano picks his head up at the right time, finds Jake sitting at the top of the six, slides it across. Jake just finishes it for the
Beautiful
record.
work. Another assist. They heard us. We wanted a goal. Another assist for Devano. And hey, I want to give like 7% credit to Zach Kahn for battling, getting that ball loose in the midfield, right?
Zach Kahn gave it up and then never gave up on the play.
Goal for POFC scored by number 10, Jake McKenzie.
Yeah. It's 4-2 now in the 40th minute.
Sporting holds center, but
You know,
pressure.
those guys up top, they get a lot of glory, and that's as it should be. But down below,
Sporting with two to attack. Valdez is out, flicked over him. Alex is there to clear it off the line.
Kinda
Moves it out
dangerous.
to Gilbert. Gilbert looks for
launching it out of bounds.
was looking for Devano up the line, but at that point need to reset the defense. So get it up the field, figure it out.
Looks like we got a sub coming in for Port Orchard, but the ref doesn't see him. Ball's in play.
Dominic Pagimola
Dom.
is who it looks like from here. Should be coming in up top. Dom is
Out
a
of
hard-nosed
bounds.
player and will press the pace in the last 5 minutes.
Yep, he has been used sparingly this season.
They're calling Cyrus off. So Cyrus will give away, get a water break for the second half, and I bet Dom's going to come into the middle, and I bet they push Jake to the right.
Well, we'll see just how prescient you are. Good to see him out there. Now he's going to stay on the wing.
Does start on the wing. McKenzie stays center. Back to Valdez from the throw in, then from Hardy. Zach touches into trouble. Valdez clears it well. Not much else
Be
you
a
can do.
white throw.
Good pressure by Sporting. Cleared from danger. Sporting's walking back too on the offensive side. This game might come down to conditioning, Dave. Pushed through around Williams, open on goal, looks to pass it to the top of the box as P.O. collapsed on it. Wins the corner kick.
Almost choked on that one.
It was a good ball through, Dave.
It was.
I think number 7 was surprised to find it himself in that position. I would have liked to seen a shot from him. Lifted to center long. 10 puts it back through the middle on a header. Austin Valdez is there to collect. Slows the play. Looks for a quick throw. Drops it to his feet. Plays it out to Aiden Harvey to the right. Harvey looks up, but he's got Jake with a check run and then puts it long for Devano and Pagimola. Pagimola with the first touch. Devano coming from an offside position and gets called. The bouncing ball in the center put Devano on an offside position, which is just unfortunate because him and Dom look to be working some magic. Quick kick from Sporting is directly
Out of bounds.
out of bounds, Dave. We're into the 45th minute. Looking to see about how much stoppage time. I'm guessing with the water break, 4.
4 minutes.
That's my guess, Dave.
I trust you.
Again, Dom setting the tone early. Assistant referee calls Dom for being just too good. So Sporting's going to get a kick. Plays it short. Again, they start on the left. I expect him to go to the right. Gilbert's there to clear it into center. Sporting controls and looks through for that ball through again. Austin's well out off his line. Clears it up and out. Second time they've tried to beat Gilbert on that side. Derek Johnson touches it to Miller. He tries a quick touch on the ball to keep it from going out, but rolls out for a white throw. Dom overhead kick clearance. Jake and Zach looking to control, but Sporting takes it in the middle. Juarez slides through, shot on goal, and really took a skipping bounce in front of Austin Valdez. Has to readjust his feet. Gets down to it, gets hands on.
Is that on frame, do you think?
It looked to be close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Austin did well to get there. I'm not sure if he slipped a little. Directly into center. Valdez way out, does get a hand on it, but is on the ground as Sporting tries to put it back in.
Okay, keep going, guys. Just keep going.
Sporting calls for a handball inside the box, but hands were in a natural position. The referee shrugs his shoulders and says to play on. Ends up out of bounds for a blue throw. Short to Zach, back to Gilbert, puts it up the line. Sporting intercepts, looks for a quick counter. 3 attacking, ball through. Valdez has to come out and collects.
Valdez. That was a brave save.
Behind you, behind you.
The shooter bearing down on him in a sprint. But he gets there just in time. Nice work.
Puts the ball down. No pressure from Sporting again. Sporting looking a little sluggish at the end of the half. We're in the 48th minute. Valdez puts it up. 3 blue in the area, 4 white. McKenzie controls, pushes it out to Gilbert, who comes up from the left back position, gets around 1, is pressured by 2. Tries to push it on up the line and does win the corner kick. Might be the last offensive opportunity of the first half, Dave. Johnson with honors.
What do you think? 5-2 before halftime? What do you think?
I have to say yes. Why would I not say yes, Dave?
Just testing you, just seeing where your loyalties are.
Aiden Harvey's in there. You never bet against Aiden Harvey on a head ball. Aiden Harvey's up at the near post. Low ball.
Low ball.
Comes out to Jake, takes a shot, goes off a Sporting player. Might not have been on frame. Zach makes sure that they don't get a quick counter. Out for a white throw. POFC looks to reestablish on defense, and there's the half whistle.
There it is. Halftime. 4-2. We'll catch you at kickoff for the second half of this exciting match.
We are back. 4-2.
Can I move? Can you go a little more?
We have rotated the earth 180 degrees, so the teams will look like they're actually playing in opposite ends from the first half.
What do you think? We got the same guys on the field that started? I think so. The same guys that were on the field when they started the match are back on.
Sporting tries quickly to put it through. Again, 2 attackers. POFC covers, plays small ball in the middle, and looks for runs through. Looks for Devano. Little out in front of him. Sporting resets. Ocean Breeze continues. Might have picked up by a knot or 2. We'll be going Sporting's way. Cyrus fights for it on the sideline, but goes out for a white throw. Miller takes the ball. Sporting calls for a push. Does not get the call. Juarez controls in the center. Looks for Zach. 1 on. Pressured by 2. Drops it back to Caleb. Gilbert pressured by 2. Drops it to Alex. Alex looks for Aiden Harvey. Controls it in open ground on the right side. Aiden looks long but goes short. Colby Juarez up to Zach in space. Zach looks now. No runners yet. Devano on the left doesn't quite find Devano. Timing of the runs, a little off for POFC to start. Sporting plays the center. 2 attackers on the right. Sporting gets around 1. Alex steps in. Moves past 2, tries to get to the middle, but now pressured by 3. And taken off the ball by Gilbert. Out for a white throw, though. Johnson tries a through ball to Devano. Jump block by Sporting. Wicked spin on the ball. Stays in play. PO controls from the back, pressured on the right and trapped. Little miscommunication on the right side. White throw. Sporting splits the trap, looks for the through ball. Aiden Harvey sticks a foot out, gets in the way. Zach pressured by one. Puts it out to Gilbert. Gilbert has support, has Pete running across. Just a little too early. Valdez moves it across his goal. Finds Harvey in support. Harvey looks for a long ball up. Johnson with a touch. Seamus is onside, looking to serve. Devano had Devano running back door, and Pete sitting center, trailing the play just slightly. Sporting good to get a foot in front of that. Goes out for a blue throw. Miller into Pete. Pete gets around one. He's on goal. Reset. Johnson. Ball bounces out to Johnson. Johnson in open space, running from the top of the 18. Has the whole goal in front of him. What does he do? Puts it in the back of the net, Dave.
5-2.
In the 4th minute of the second half.
Nice work. Pete keeps it alive in the box. Finished off by Derek Johnson.
Sporting was really scrambling there, and Johnson saw his opportunity and in some open green space. When the ball popped out towards him, just buried it.
5-2 in the 50th minute.
Scored for POFC by number 7.
Yeah, Zach
Johnson.
Now that's Cyrus. Cyrus takes the ball away.
Touch to Pete.
Pete takes a hit for the team.
P.O. looks for the momentum. Harvey comes up from the center back position, so I want to see this ball go into the 18.
This is Johnson, number 7.
Johnson going to strike. Up for service.
With the honors. Who's he got down here?
Harvey, Juarez, Devano, Pete, and Zach's clearing trash up top. Swings it in, finds Harvey. Harvey gets a head on it. Popped up, though. Easy touch to the keeper. Harvey stays down.
Harvey looks like he's
holding his right ankle. Referee does not stop the ball, even though it was in the keeper's hand. Finally does.
Looks like Harvey is trying to walk it off, but I think he's wanting a sub, maybe an ankle issue.
Looks like he came down hard on the right ankle. He's favoring the right. Ambulatory and gets off the field on his own.
Who do we got coming in?
Ryan Anderson is going to replace him center back. Strength and poise. Anderson and Alex working out how they're going to hold that back line. While Harvey looks to sit and shake it off. Wow, a drop ball, and Sporting has no problem, even though it was blue ball, to try and take that right off the bat and quickly counter. Trapped on the right side. Has not gone out yet.
It's going to be a white
Gilbert gets an unfortunate touch on it. Sporting really no shame on this. It's a way to play. Zach in front, prevents the mag, taken off of Devano's feet and pushed up forward. Sporting in between 3. Taken off the ball, no call. They're going to cry about it. Devano goes around one, slide tackled out, well out by Sporting for a blue throw.
That's probably a pretty smart thing to do.
Take the ball out of play at that point to reset.
Here we go, Aiden Harvey back in. He must be okay. And who's going out? Number 8. Is that Colby going out?
No. So we had 2 subs.
8 going.
Jeremy Ford coming in for
Jeremy Ford.
Colby Juarez, and Aiden came back in, and believe Seamus is going to take a break. Moves Ryan Anderson out to the right. Harvey up to Cyrus, out for a blue throw. And Anderson's first touch on the ball looks to be a throw-in. Short to Derek Johnson, controlled in the center. Zach's open in the middle, unable to find him, and reset it back to Valdez. Pressured by 2, back out to Aiden Harvey. Through the middle to Johnson in open space. He's looking to put somebody through. Devano trails. Pete looks for a through ball. Wow. Great idea. Johnson finds himself in open space after moving it to his left and looks for the shot on goal. Just puts it over the bar. Lean back a little on that one. Sporting Spot finds some space in the middle off a goal kick. Moves it down the left line. Harvey's in defense. Holds the attacker. Ball still in play. Shielded by Sporting and eventually out by Aiden Harvey for a white throw. Sporting again elects to go short. Finds some space in the middle. Good job by Gilbert to be on the right side of that ball. Call on Sporting against Sporting on that header. They had both hands on Pete's shoulders.
That's one way to keep a man down.
And one way to get up and over as well. Short out by Johnson to Zach. Zach plays it out to Gilbert. Gilbert's got Devano in support, elects to go back to Alex. Pressured by 2. Alex is going to reset to the keeper. Look to open the field. Johnson check run in the center. Fakes it to him, but pushes it out to Alex. Finds Johnson on the check. Out to Gilbert. Tries to move up the line. Sweet move by Devano. Johnson looks to run past 1. It's past 1. Trying to get to the end line and on to goal. Slid and just ball taken off of Johnson's feet at the last minute when he was lining up for the shot. Sporting's keeper collects. Well defended in the last second.
Really risky slide.
Slide in the box.
That slide, and then you got a PK in the box. But that was a good job. Blue ball.
Gilbert with the throw. Zach's moving and open. Controls in space. POFC switches the ball. Anderson.
Is that Ford, number 9, Ford?
Yes, Jeremy Ford.
Yeah.
Devano with a touch up and over onto the keeper. Keeper collects, rolls it out to the center. PO looks to track back to trap. Sporting resets after PO stops the counter. Keeper looks for long in the center. Aiden Harvey steps up for it. Finds himself in open space under control. Pete flicks it for a Devano. Doesn't quite get to him. Sporting's in the way and cannot clear it. Peter fights through traffic. Keeper collects and quickly runs through. Mike Devano with a quick shoulder push to get around the player, wins the ball, puts it back to Valdez. Valdez finds Ryan Anderson on the right.
Good pursuit by Devano. You know you can't spell Devano without D. Am I right? Got to play D. If your name's Devano, right?
Is capable of it. Doesn't always have to play it.
Look at this guy.
Gets through 2, can't get past the 3rd in this instance. Zach controls in the center. PO still trying to maintain the momentum. Ford pushes it to the right out to Cyrus. Cyrus moves it to the center. Devano takes it off his feet and looks to put him on with a give and go. Still holds the ball, takes a shot, blocked.
Going to be a blue ball.
Sorry.
Got a sub coming in for the white. Yeah, you know, a lot's been written and said. Songs have been sung about Devano's offense, right? But I like it when he surprises us with a little D and makes things happen. Don't you? Come on, you know you do.
All right,
ball's in play.
We'll get back to that one. Cyrus holds on the right, looks for service into Pete, wide open. Just slips past his head. Sporting looks to clear, but still in trouble. Gilbert up from the far position, needs to track back now. Sporting tries to put on and is.
These guys are fast up top.
They has two in support in the center, waiting for the service. Decides to try to get it past.
That's out. No, that's in.
Ball stays in.
Another PK. Oh man, I'm telling you, you've got to.
Ryan Anderson trying to get around the Sporting player.
Masters at theatrics.
Does go into his back. Sporting takes advantage of it and gains the call. PK number 2. We're in the 59th minute.
Could be 5-3 here if the law of averages means anything. Probably going to hit this. Let's see if Austin can pull a rabbit out of his hat here. Again, nobody swooping in to look for a rebound in case Austin does knock it down. I don't see anybody up for Sporting, do you?
One
guy.
Sporting goes left again.
5-3.
There's a slight conversation, not sure what that was about, but referee eventually signals goal and to put the ball back in the spot.
That's 2 PKs. Have led to 2 scores. And then another foul is how they scored their third goal on a free kick. You may recall that one hit the crossbar and then fell back down.
Set plays doing it for Sporting this time. Johnson around 1, around 2 into open space, has Devano moving on the left. Pete set in center, wants to get around one more before he makes a pass and gets Sporting collapses on him. Looks for a quick counter, needs to be off sides, but somebody kept him on. PO controls, Zach back to Harvey. Harvey looks up, but has Anderson in support as well as Cyrus. Cyrus around 1. But had his legs taken out after he megged the Sporting player. Harvey's on top, takes it short. Resets to Anderson, who's taken over the middle for a minute. Moves it across to Alex. Has Gilbert in support, finds him, and Devano up the line. Devano one touch back to Gilbert, up to Pete. Pete in 3, looks for a center pass, but gives it away.
Bad play. Offside.
A run through the center. Sporting had the right idea, but that assistant referee's flag goes up just at the right time for POFC. That had to be close, a little close for comfort.
I think Pete wishes he could have pulled that one back. All right, we got a mass substitution event here. Who do we got coming in?
Colby Juarez comes back in. We've got, I know Ryan Anderson went out, so your back line. I expect Miller's come back in on the right.
What do we got? A little conversation over here. We're going to get a yellow. The coach is going to get a yellow. Or maybe somebody on the bench with a little potty mouth, maybe?
I don't know if it was chipping or if the substitution didn't go the way the referee wanted to, and it was started quicker.
I see what you mean.
Either way, he saw something he didn't like, was calm about it, showed the yellow, walked away. Nobody seems overly animated at POFC. Chip up by Alex, Sporting on to head it down. And controls at center, but pressured by POFC. Sporting trapped by 2. Juarez on the ball. Sporting steps in front of it and looks again to try to push those fast players through. Collision at the center of the field. Harvey wins the challenge. Tied up on the feet, and gonna go ahead and get a call for that because it was just unwarranted that you go down to the ground and try to kick somebody's feet like that. Have not seen any cards.
Except for that last card against the bench.
We had the one sporting card, and that was a retaliatory push. But anything on the ground or kicks, even the two PKs he's given us haven't resulted in cards. Up to Pete. Pete touches it on, but just out of the reach and out of bounds. Good give and go idea.
Who is that on the far side?
Should be Cyrus.
Cyrus? No. Yeah, 21. That's Cyrus?
Yep. Cyrus. Cyrus has been pressuring that right side for POFC the whole game, besides maybe 5 minutes. Gish to Johnson. Was that Gish? Or was that from defense coming up? No, that was Seamus. Seamus coming from the right side, and
we got a foul call in our favor on that far sideline. 5-3 in the 63rd minute.
Sporting wants to sub.
Here it is. Ball is in the air.
Johnson on goal, looks for the near post. Thought he saw an opening with the keeper cheating for the cross, and so took a swing for the front. Sporting short goal kick. And long ball. Trying to use the wind and get it over the defense. Gilbert nods it directly down into a Sporting player. Fight for it in the center. High kick from Sporting, not called. Into the box. Sporting tries to control and get the shot off, but directly to Valdez. Valdez read that and was placed appropriately, and just solid hands. No rebounds, no worries, no thoughts. Out to Miller in open space. Looks up the line, tries to chip it over the offense. Keeper's far out. Puts a head on it, but he way out of his box, still out of his box. POFC's trying to take advantage. And does win the ball. Zach's on the ball. Pushes it on to Devano. Devano's got one to beat. Waits for him. Jukes him to the line. Finds the center. Johnson drops it to Pete.
Oh!
Pete's side of the foot looks to place it, and it has been deflected. Puts it on the left side of the goal. Is deflected by POFC to win the.
Who served it up? Was that Johnson? Served it up, and then Pete.
Devano got it to the end line. Drops it to Johnson, the center, who was completely blocked off. Drops it off to Pete, and Pete puts it to the left side of the goal on frame, but was deflected
By the goalie?
I think it was one of the other defensive players.
All right, we're going to focus over here where the action is.
Devano to serve.
Ball's in the air.
Long ball. Looking for Juarez, was under it, but Gilbert still in play. Out for a goal kick. Juarez was under it, but Gilbert went up high and to get the head on the ball first. And we're going to go for a hydration break.
We are back from a hydration break. It's probably 94 degrees air temperature on the field. It's got to be a little hotter. We've had about 3 minutes go by while everybody gets a drink of water and a little pep talk from Coach Leonard. 5-3, you would think this game is in hand, but
most dangerous lead in soccer, Dave. Up by 2, you think you're nice and comfy, and momentum shifts that quick.
And then the other team gets a goal, and by my calculations, you're only up by 1.
Then it's pucker time. That's quick math, Dave. Should be a goal kick to start us off. Long ball out from Sporting keeper. Seamus underneath it. Sporting running on in front of Cyrus. Puts it out for a blue throw. Long throw. Pete flicks it on. Cyrus runs on. Keeper's out to the edge of his box. Clears it into play. Juarez nods it down, but only Sporting is there. Looks to switch field. Gilbert chests it down. Gets it out of danger. And again, ball continues to bounce around. Sporting looks to control. Gilbert underneath. Zach in space. Devano pressured by 1.
Oh, Mike.
Swings over his right foot. He wanted a 1-2 touch to put the guy on the ground.
Nice
Alex
work.
goes down to the
Torres
ground to stop
to save the day.
a through ball.
Seamus over there?
Yes, Miller walks it up. Looks for a through ball for Johnson, was running on, but blocked off by Sporting. Sporting controls in the center. Zach pressures. Johnson pressures. Play on.
Play on. Another flop. This time the ref isn't buying it.
Up to Pete, 1 to beat. Finds Zach, moves it on to Devano. Devano has open, hits the post. Back to Zach, and he's called it off.
Why is he calling it off?
Listen, right as the ball's going to the net, calls it off. Assistant judge, flag goes up for some reason, but the ball's coming off the post. Can't be an offsides.
We have had this ref before in other matches. We are very familiar with
Center
this
has to
particular
go over
ref.
to the assistant to figure out what's going on
Yeah, I
because
think-
it's not in the rule book. We don't know what's happening. He might be making stuff up.
They're having a conversation. I can read lips. Hold on here. Let me see. He's saying, I'm not really sure, but it could have been. Now what's going to happen?
Ref calls for the sub in for Sporting, allows the substitution in.
So no goal?
For some reason, it's a goal. No, it's not a goal kick. It's got to be the offsides, or was there a foul called? There's no indication from the field.
Really, what just happened?
And here the card comes out for Colby
Yellow
Juarez.
card for Colby.
Played into the player with a head ball, and White got to it first. I think POFC is still looking for an explanation of why a ball in the back of the net is not a goal.
Seriously, what happened there? I mean, what did he call? Offsides? It hit the post.
A push from Sporting, and we're going to talk about it. Ref is in danger of losing control of this game. The yellow card was quick, and he's trying to get it back under control, but
Pete is going out, and who's coming
Jake
in?
McKenzie.
McKenzie coming in.
I'd love to see Dom Pajamola up front right now. Long ball in with the wind. 3 under it, but won by Torres. Devano blocks him off the ball, gets around it, but Gilmore gets it back up to Johnson. Johnson works it up the field. Around 1 easily. Around 2, play on. Moves it out to Devano now, and it just skips under his feet. Unlucky touch. Again, magical distractions happening across the field to push the ref's vision apparently elsewhere. We'll see if we can get back to playing some soccer. Gilbert steps up. Devano flicks on for Johnson. Taken down hard. Calls play on. Now as the ball comes back, is going to go ahead and go for the card. It's the right call. allowed the play on, so the ball started moving backwards. Immediately called it, pulled the card, slows the game down. Devano's up and walking. Aiden Harvey up again from center defense. Pio's letting 2 from Sporting stay on the back line. And now Gilbert moves back to control. Johnson out to the right. Cyrus controls, looks to go around 1, gets around 2, gets around 2. Touched on the field, looks for Aiden Harvey sitting in the center, but pushed off by Sporting. POFC looks to trap as Aiden Harvey moves to the back. Miller just puts it back up.
What is going on?
There's some type of a call in the
Maybe
center of the field
handball?
for Sporting.
I'm not sure what.
Never heard a whistle, but the field looked like they knew what was going on. Gilbert slows the play and gets Zach to help. Keeps it in play.
Nice work, Zach. Zach's having a great game.
Really working hard. Sporting has to reset it to the keeper. Looks to switch ball, but no, puts it in the center. Dangerous ball as Cyrus pressures. Sporting again looks to move it to left and then just pop it up to a runner.
Ref was in no position to determine whether that was offsides or not.
Up, spilled by Valdez, but it directly in front of him with no pressure. Waits for pressure, picks up the ball. Zach's on the ground.
We got a
Sporting on the ground.
A Sporting guy injured.
Looks like we got subs from both teams standing up.
Zach Kahn going out.
I would expect Jeremy Ford to be coming in. I hadn't seen the number, and my eyesight is getting worse with age, Dave. No, that's Eli Gish that's come in.
Number 8.
Number 9.
Number 9.
8's Juarez. Juarez has been in. Ball goes back to Gilbert.
That's a handball!
Gilbert plays it off of a Sporting player. Pressured by 2 and wins the ball. Torres has to come over to cut the angle. Tries to move it back to the center. Sporting still on the ball. Got to be careful inside the box. Aiden Harvey steps in front of it to reset the POFC play, but Sporting wins the corner kick. Sporting looks to play short and does. Service in, back post is wide open off the top crossbar. Stays in play, overhead kick, ball still in, not cleared.
Go, Michael, go, go, go! Go!
Keeper's far out. Mike sees it. Is possibly going to chip or going to do one more, and now chips.
That'll be a corner.
Should be a goal kick.
Did a goal kick?
I don't think the keeper got a hand on it. Keeper plays it quick. There's still 4 up for Sporting, so the possibility of a counter could come. Has open field in the right. 3 runners through. Finds the ball through. Runner still on. Shouldered off the ball, which is a legal soccer play. Sporting
Are they going to get
doesn't
another
like
BK?
it. And that's Torres bringing it up. Finds Johnson on the left. Devano gets him back to an onside position. Swings the ball into Eli, but Sporting takes it at center. And then looks to gather and reset. McKenzie to pressure, and POFC is trying to trap on that left side. Sporting feels it, pulls it back, and is looking for a possible switch field. Keeper swings the ball with the wind, goes keeper to keeper. Austin's going to hold it. Wait for support, finds Harvey. Harvey sees Devano calling for it, looks to possibly get it to him, but ends up going through 2. through Johnson. Johnson puts Gish on, running on, keeper's out of the box and plays it to the center. Nobody there for POFC. Sporting controls. Harvey steps in front of the ball, the through ball, wins it. Recycled by Johnson, recycled by Gilmore. Back to Valdez, switch ball over to Seamus. Miller brings it up, pressured by one, finds McKenzie on the check run.
McKenzie, kind of a big touch there.
Really, really hard touch there. Gish gets in front, gets pulled down from behind, right in front of the ref, and there's no call. He hugged him, he loved him, he pulled him down, and there's nothing. White throw. White wants a sub, though. Unsure how that wasn't called.
Maybe he had the whistle in his ear.
Probably switched ears and forgot. Couldn't find it in time.
Who came in? Is that Nick? Nick Riders came in?
Nick Riders is in. Is touching base with Jake McKenzie, figuring out a game plan. Sporting looks to turn the corner, but covered down by POFC. Not out of trouble. Still pressured. Now out of trouble by Johnson. Just clears it up. Sporting keeper controls. Is playing with the ball and looking for a long ball up. Aiden Harvey with a head on it. Down to Cyrus. Cyrus around one, pressured by three, but gets it up to Nick Riders, who recycles it to Miller. Miller finds Cyrus, back to Miller.
Take it away from Miller.
Colby
back in there. Miller winds up with possession.
Johnson looks to play a little keep ball.
Yeah, we're playing.
But Sporting is pressuring harder now.
Yep.
With 3 to 4 up.
Ball right into the middle, into the wheelhouse.
Sporting looks to fall, but doesn't get the call.
Puts it high in the air.
Michael blocks one off. Around one, blocked off by two, through three. Jake runs to the left, has the open run. Looks to put him through, bounces out to Nick Riders, who's going to serve it up, has two open. Devano's on, tries to backheel it. Johnson controls, looks for a long shot for that back right corner to curl it in, and just pushed it right. Great idea. Sporting quick to play out of the back.
Good job.
Gilbert lost the ball. And out of bounds by Sporting.
What minute are we in? The 82nd minute of a 90-minute match?
With not a whole lot of stoppage time, we did have the hydration break. Johnson pushes it up to the edge of the box, but keeper's out. Controls with his feet. Checks to center. Sporting moves to the right again. Tries to get around Gilbert, will not have it. Sporting still controls, puts the run through. Ball's out, Valdez comes out and is in front of the play well enough. Quick roll out to Cyrus. Cyrus turns in space, has Jake and Devano up with Nick Riders running. Puts it into a Sporting player though, and Sporting controls. Sporting has to recycle. Jake McKenzie's there to push it out. Going to be a white throw. Calls it. Now we get.
All right, Jack Radovich coming in with some nice new cleats.
Comes in at the left back position, and
Caleb
Gilbert, who has been doing an honest day's work on that left side, comes for a water break. Derek Johnson with header out. They're going to walk it up the field a bit and try to throw it again. Sporting finds a little bit of room in the center. Devano, can't spell Devano without a D. Steps in to clear it out of bounds. Jack's first touch is Header out. Sporting tries to cross it, but doesn't get much on it. Nick Riders and Miller combined to clear the ball up the field for a white throw.
So as the time wears down, I am curious to know what happened on that far side with that AR on the baseline and the conference that went on. I'm curious to know why that wasn't a goal on our.
I'm still searching my anecdotal banks of information to figure out what might have been there. Sporting looks to find the inline, does cross it through, is out. Aiden Harvey touches it before it gets across goal for Valdez to collect. Dangerous play. Sporting did well to get to the inline and center that. Anything can happen 2 feet from the goal line. Sporting's calling.
Come on, let's go.
Nick Riders wins it up to Jake McKenzie, who tries to flick it on just at the end of his reach past the keeper. Keeper's able to clear it out. Up to Nick Riders is a round one, but has to collect. Touched out last by Sporting, and he'll go out. Nick Riders wins the corner kick. Sporting is getting extremely animated with the amount of time that they have left not to be able to win this game.
We'll see who comes up from the back. Maybe they're going to hold
Harvey and Torres stay in place.
Yeah. And it looks like Jack is going to mark this guy.
Oh, there you go.
Corner kick again from a close position. It's taken short by Colby and Devano. They're looking to play a little small ball time after the cross.
How did he switch?
What seems to be the problem?
Center is called it back because the assistant again is pointing for some odd reason that he doesn't know what's happening on the field.
That AR on that side, I have seen him before, and it is a mystery what kind of rule book he's using in between those ears.
Devano eventually looks to cross. It's out for a Sporting kick. Keeper has been putting it long all through the first 2/3 of the game. It's been short balls out, but it goes long. Miller steps in front of it and puts it back where it came. Bouncing in the air. Bounces to Nick Riders, who looks for Jake in the center, touches to Devano. Devano around and bodily taken out. Referee again late as anything with a whistle. Believe it or not, the guy that doesn't know what's happening, the AR on the sideline put his flag up first. And a yellow card for Sporting.
You tell him. Hey, if it's not you, it's me. Today it's you.
Today it's me. It's my turn today.
You're the designated
My turn
complainer.
today. I'd like to see a fair, safe game. That's what I'm going for here, Dave.
Same here.
That we win, Dave.
I'm with you on both looks.
Okay,
both counts. Now what's happening? Oh, there's a sub, maybe? Is that what's going on? Yeah.
We get a Sporting that's going slow off the side and has executed a substitution, which is understandable.
The clock is their enemy, and why are they lollygagging out there? You know they're lollygagging. Time is their enemy, and they're just kind of lollygagging.
Jake steps over the ball onto Devano with a shot directly at. It's going to be a corner kick. It's off the wall. Takes a deflection off the right side of the wall. I believe it's a header.
Ref checking his watch. Oh, we're going to get a yellow here? What's going on?
Ref's pointed. There's probably some blood on the field. That was likely off the the shot by Devano probably caught him. If ref sees any blood, he has to actually, because he pointed him off the field, so now he has to leave the field because you said to leave the field, so he has to leave the field. That's how it works. Oh no, it's a nose ring.
Oh, he's got a nose ring?
The pre-match inspection did not catch the nose ring. And in the 90th minute, 91st minute, we have identified that is illegal.
Better late than never. That's what I say.
Short ball out. Nick Ryder's on the ball with Jake McKenzie. Short ball back to Devano. Devano threw 2. Around another one. Touched off. Onto the keeper. Keeper gets it in between his legs. Looky, I found a cookie. You have to give him credit for coming out, but he had no clue where that ball was. Again, Sporting trying to clear it up to put their fast runners on, which has worked in the past. PO trying to shut it down. Handball on Sporting, not called. POFC looks to maintain control. Devano trying to get around 1. It's taken down from behind, and I'm going to call that a professional foul. Devano gets around you on goal. He's
one-on-one.
He didn't take him down hard.
Smart foul.
He didn't take him down maliciously. You take the card. You take the foul back there versus the Devano goal. I'm okay with that one.
I'm okay with that. Part of the game.
Short, you got Cyrus, Devano, and Jake McKenzie on the ball, forming a triangle. Devano around 1. Flips back with pressure from 2, but Sporting can't clear it from danger. Devano's still on, is tripped in the box, and immediately.
Hell yeah! We finally get a goal in the box.
Devano with some quick footwork just to push the ball out of the way. 2 cards are shown. I don't think this is for the foul. I think this is for them talking back.
I do too.
I think this has.
There's one for the foul and one for talking back.
He's.
Meanwhile, Mike's just relaxing, thinking, should I go left? Should I go right? Should I go down the middle?
This is in the 93rd minute, and Sporting's picking up cards that could possibly put people out for the second game. Again, Mike with some fantastic footwork pushes the ball out of the way at the last second, and the dive in by the defense catches his right foot and trips him up. Wins the PK. It's a foul.
Look for the rebound, gentlemen. Get greedy.
Devano sizes up the keeper. Keeper decides to move a little bit on his line, keeping his feet moving. Devano cranks it and hits that was not the soccer crossbar. That was the field goal crossbar. Tried to put it through the back of the net and didn't work this time.
Well, he's human after all, you know?
Messi misses.
Even Messi misses.
Can't do everything.
And there's the whistle.
The end of the match.
And there's the whistle to end the match. Your final score, Sporting International 3, POFC 5.
Good revenge match.
Feels like Rocky out here.
It's great to see them get even.
Love the control
after
today.
The disaster of a match over at their place. So
Love the
they had
pace.
to win this match. They're still in the playoff race. They got another match on Thursday against Eastside on a rare Thursday matchup. Away game. I'm not sure where exactly. Preston Fields, maybe some other place.
Somewhere towards that.
Yeah.
You're more familiar with it than I am.
Yeah.
Theo comes over.
We're going to come over and thank you, POFC. What a game. Nice work. Jordan got to take the day off and Austin came in. and acquitted himself very nicely in his POFC debut. Got some injured guys. There's Judkins, Jacob Int'l lending their support on the bench while they're out. We got some of the crowd coming down to greet their team. Great work. There's Seamus filling in nicely. Liam's out today, but his brother Seamus did a great job today. There's Pete signing some autographs. You gotta love the atmosphere here at Port Orchard. Great work out there, Cyrus. There's a guy who played really well today. You know what I'm talking about, Zach Kahn.
He's fierce today, Dave.
Yeah,
He was
a lot of
fierce.
guys stepped up, did well today. All right, we'll catch you next Thursday here on DAVEspn. Hope you enjoyed the win, 5-3 over Sporting International.